The interference of waves from two coherent sources. But here this is a special situation in which the two waves are not having same amplitude but different amplitudes. The last case it was, first wave was y1 is equal to a0 sin omega t, and second wave was y2 is equal to a0 sin omega t plus phi. Both were having same amplitude. If these two waves are having different amplitudes means different intensities. Suppose the first wave is having an amplitude is equal to a0, hence it has an intensity I1. Second wave is having an amplitude is equal to B0, hence it has an intensity I1. Then how we can analyze it, that is the next topic I am going to explain you. Alright. So if the two waves are of different amplitudes A0 and B0 as shown in the figure, we can show that R square is equal. That means amplitude of the resultant wave reaching at a point on the screen, R square is equal to A0 square plus B0 square plus 2A0 B0 cos phi. We can prove it. If it are not proved, in other way we can make you understand. So in this case, if A0 is equal to B0, we will get the original condition you see. That I am going to explain. If A0 is equal to B0, then R square is equal to A0 square, B0 square is also A0 square, and A0 and B0 both are A0, then A0 square cos phi. This is equal to A0 square plus A0 square, 2A0 square plus 2A0 square cos phi. That is equal to 2A0 square into 1 plus cos phi. So this relation is also very important relation. Always remember. That means R square is equal to 2A0 square into 1 plus cos phi. But cos phi is equal to 2 cos square phi by 2 minus 1. 1 plus cos phi. 1 plus 2 cos square phi by 2 minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 cancels. We are getting the same result. That is why this has been also noted here. But everybody knows the fact that, everybody knows or not? Yes, say yes. Knows the fact that intensity is directly proportional to amplitude. Therefore, I1 is proportional to A0 square. Therefore, I1 is equal to Ka0 square we can write. And I2 proportional to B0 square. Why I2 proportional to B0 square? You know or not? Because intensity of a wave is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. Second wave, the amplitude is B0. Hence we can write I2 is equal to K into B0 square. And intensity of the resultant wave, what is the resultant wave's amplitude? That is R square. Therefore, IR is equal to R square. That is, IR is equal to K into R square also we can write. So, applying the formula in the first equation, we are multiplying with K on all sides. Here also KR square, here K into A square, here K into B0 square, here 2 into K into A0, B0 cos phi. That only I have shown here. KR square, K A0 square plus K B0 square plus 2 into K into B0, A0, B0 cos phi. That is IR is equal to I1 K A0 square I1. Yeah, K B0 square I2. 2 into root of 2 into this is put under root. When this is put under root, K will become K square. A0 will become A0 square. B0 will become B0 square. So K square is distributed for both A0 and B0 like this. Hence we get IR is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 I1 I2 cos phi. This is the general expression for intensity of the resultant wave when the two waves are of different amplitudes. Though they are waves from two coherent sources, that can be of different amplitudes, no problem. Then the general expression for intensity is given by IR is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I1 I2 cos phi. So this is the general expression for intensity when the two waves are of different amplitude, different intensities. Different intensity means different amplitude because intensity depends on amplitude. If I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I0, then we can prove the same thing. 4I0 cos square phi by 2 we can prove it. So this is also shown here, exactly shown here. Alright, next. For constructive interference, For constructive interference, you have seen that. We have seen that general expression is I1 plus I2 plus 2I2 I1 I2 cos phi. So this intensity IR, that means the intensity of the resultant wave is depending on cos phi, but for constructive interference you will see that cos phi must be maximum. Cos phi must be maximum means the two waves are reaching at a point in phase. In phase means phi is equal to 0. Then cos phi is equal to 1. Therefore, we can write IR is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 into 1. So this is the expression, general expression for intensity when two waves are interfering constructively. When the two waves are having different intensities, that means they are having different amplitudes. So amplitude, this also can be done. So amplitude of the resultant is what? In this case, what is the amplitude of the resultant? Resultant amplitude, general expression, everybody knows A0 square plus B0 square plus 2A0 B0 cos phi. If cos phi is equal to 1, resultant amplitude is equal to root of A0 square plus B0 square plus 2A0 B0 into 1. Because cos phi is equal to 1. This is intensity and this is amplitude when the maxima take place. Hence R is equal to A0 plus B0. For destructive interference, in equation 4, cos phi is equal to 180. Why cos phi is equal to 180? Because when destructive interference, two waves are interfering out of phase. Out of phase means 180 phase, 180 degree phase. One crest and other is trough. What is the phase difference then? That is equal to 180. Therefore, cos 180 is equal to minus 1. Therefore, intensity, therefore we can write intensity is equal to cos 180 is equal to minus 1. Intensity of the resultant wave IR is equal to I1 plus I2 minus 2 root of I1 I2. This is minimum intensity. Right? Okay. Then what is the resultant amplitude then? That is A0 square plus B0 square plus 2A0 B0 into minus 1. That is minus 2A0 B0. That is equal to A0 minus B0. Hence we can write the intensity is directly proportional to square of the amplitude of the resultant. So IR maxima is directly proportional to A0 plus B0 the whole square. That is equal to K into A0 plus B0 whole square. And for resultant minima IR, minimum is directly proportional to A0 minus B0 the whole square. That is equal to K into A0 minus B0 the whole square. Therefore, IR max by IR minimum is equal to A0 plus B0 the whole square divided by A0 minus B0 the whole square. This is a very important result. So if we consider the width of the slit also, slit width, there are two slits there. That is why it is called double slit experiment. If we consider the width of the slit also, then there is a very famous relation. Width of the slit number 1 by 2 is equal to I1 plus I2. That's equal to E0 square by B0 square. When the two waves are having different amplitudes and different slit widths, the intensities also will be different. Then this is the final expression for this. Thank you.